And now, back to the Chris Webber Invitational for Game 3.
Hey, preacher, have a seat, because Boots is about to school you, bruh. Hey, he's about to school you, bruh. I'm going $10. Don't do
Nate, if you win this game, Team LD2K sweeps this thing 3-0, baby.
Let's go, and we're gonna win the go. I got this. If I win, C-Web gotta go on his page and say Nate Robbins the greatest. Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah, bet.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem.
Let's go.
You bringing the Creek Freak too? He's on the Creek Freak bandwagon. Oh, I gotta beat you by more than 10. Hey. Oh, let's go, Dave Dollar. Fuck it. Fuck it. If I go up by Dale, game over. I'm gonna put down the stick. Fuck it.
Sorry, I know it's right before the game.
No, it's all good. What's up?
Okay, so here's the deal really quick. We've got a bunch of people in the audience that we paid to take video of you and put it up on social.
Take video of me for what?
Okay, so here's the pitch. Totally don't have to do it if you don't want to.
It's easy.
But all you would have to do is put on this hat, make a half-court shot during the shoot-around. We'll put it up on social, and you get paid. Easy money.
You get paid to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, just make a half-court shot in the hat. You get paid.
Half court.
Yeah.
For you guys, I'll do it.
Yeah!
There you go. Give me that.
All right.
In the hat. Half court.
My guy.
Gotcha. All right. Good game.
Good game. Love it.
About ready to get underway at the Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. The Lakers taking on the Thunder. For the Los Angeles Lakers, a big player in their conference, holding... Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you can join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. East out there with Dion Waiters, and it's Howard in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Ferguson in at the 3. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent. And sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware
of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
Pass to Howard. Here's the beast, defended by Paul. From deep. No good from the beast.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Ferguson. It's good from the top of the key. We played just over a minute here in the first. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. They're 2-0 against the Lakers this season. That's in large part due to their ability to handle the Lakers transition game. Coach said, "We've done a great job of getting bodies back and clogging up lanes after we miss. Take away an easy layup here and there, and all of a sudden, the Lakers aren't getting 3 buckets like they are used to. Well, getting back will have to be job 1 again tonight, guys."
Okay, David, much appreciated. Inside, Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
One of the surest things in the NBA right now is Anthony Davis ball inside and him converting 2 points.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Paul looking around. Here's the lob to Adams.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Here's Rolo. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's guarded by Waiter.
That reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
Here's the beast, defended by Paul, to the inside. Davis down low. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, to look at the frame of AD when he came into the league as opposed to it is now, he's so much more tough and more physical and doesn't mind the contact.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. Defense is right there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from the beast. And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
They're trailing by 5. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. And it's sent back by Howard. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Paul's got 5 now.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from the beast. And so it's Paul with it, and it up for Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, you could see they were aggressive in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Also, anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot missing, and the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Paul dishes to Adams. Shoots the three, and Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Adams. He's got 8.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul, a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
Here's Rojo. No good with the triple. And they're trailing by 3. Here's Ferguson. This is it to Gilgeous-Alexander. With some arc. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Howard. Here's Davis. They grab their own miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Paul for 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. He just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Rojo. He's again. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring the defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Pocket 4. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Checking out the numbers for the Beast. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's been putting up 35 points per, 16 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Ferguson. The pass to Adams. Takes it out to Schroeder. For 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 8 points.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Under passes to Robertson. Now Adams. Nobody near Schroeder. That 3 off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
LeBron passes to the Beast. A 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island, where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it, or it's completely...
Some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact, and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Green comes in for Waiters. And it's Alex Caruso in for the Beast. Robertson the bounce pass. Noel finds Schroeder. Drills the three-pointer.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Right side Davis. And they double up Davis. Yep, that one goes in there. Davis has got 10 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Ferguson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Schroeder against Davis. Schroeder kicks to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Now here's Schroeder. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Good work there as it goes.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Back to Noel. To the left wing. Takes the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City. They were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just wrecked.
Slot here for the Lakers. For Oklahoma City, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Mike Muscala out there with Adams. And it's Chris Paul. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Roby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Older.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He had 35 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And we're looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Paul. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the court. Tremendous performance there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. down by 12. Here's the Beast. 35 points for him last game against Dallas. Here's Morris. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's James, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds and an offensive rebound. Brent, you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year. Not in any given game. So it's very, very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock, and I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
Or strategy. The second.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
Adams down low. Started by Howard. Picks it out to Paul. Fires for 3. There's Muscala. And it's sent back by Howard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
James, the bounce pass. Waiters passes to the Beast. Here is Howard, defended by Paul. LeBron outside. The shot misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Paul, he's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues.
Well, point forward, point guard, point center, I don't care really where he is. LeBron James just ahead of the curve.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Gotta be eating at him just a bit.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. If it counts, Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
James outside. Howard trying to free himself up. LeBron, good. And the Lakers lead by 16.
A fantastic move right there. Just that quick little reverse layup.
Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. From about 16, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. 1 effort here tonight. That one good for 2. James has got 5 points so far.
It's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, none of it works.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. And it's Paul missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
No good from the Beast. Trailing by 18. From the arc. Again, the miss by Paul.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Rojo. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Paul outside. He gets that one and drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, what we've seen here tonight, Chris Paul can put points up on the board still in a hurry, just carrying the offensive load right now.
Here's the Beast, defended by Paul. Here's Waiters. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds now. Alexander passes to Adams.
You might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint. You can't give him good looks like that.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Now, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Muscala.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Good on the second free throw. Thunder trailing by 17. Al Paul, 13 points in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Howard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
Oklahoma City's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Left side, Adams. Back to Paul. It's tipped, and he recovers it. 4 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Rojo misses the 3. Difficult situation for Oklahoma City. Paul passes to Robertson. Back to Paul. They get a hand on it. Fast break. The Lakers. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adams.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Here's Paul. Softly drops in the floor. Paul's got 15 points.
Love the deft touch from Chris Paul on the floater there. His timing on those shots sublime.
The Beast passes to Morris. LeBron outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes it to the Beast. Waiters outside. Shot clock at 5. Now the pass to the Beast. He gets that one. The Beast's got 10 points in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. Paul goes in. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strengths.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Davis comes in for Morris. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Green in for Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Robertson kicks to Noel. Pass to Ferguson. .124 left now here in the second. Launches a 3. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers leading by 18. Here's Rojo. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Anthony Davis, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
Here's Schroeder. Second chance shot. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
51 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Robertson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. It's stolen by Green. And here comes the break. Here's Rojo. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Adams finds Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Beast passes to Kuzma. Here's the Beast. Shoots. No good with the wing jumper. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Los Angeles holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping the...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second amount of comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Deion Waiters is out there with the Beast, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. The Thunder have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's the Beast. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Chris Paul. 3rd in assists, 15th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A floater, and Davis sends it back. Waiters right side. Shoots over Adams. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you want to at least honor the mid-range shot. You know that Dion Waiters is hungry to score, but he is capable of heating up.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. That's a 2 from Ferguson. Misses off the right eye.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
The Beast passes to Davis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still as strong as ever.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Ferguson. Paul with the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
So maybe now's the time, Kevin, we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. We don't have enough time.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first. And so Paul nails both of them. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. As to Waiters. Now the dish to Davis. 14 feet away. And again, it's the Lakers.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Ferguson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Paul. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, if they got a favorite play, Kevin, it might be time to break it out. 0 of 4 to start it.
Howard, the pass to the Beast. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Back to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Lakers, holding on to 2nd spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. Of course, there's the Thunder, just a couple spots back.
You know, for Los Angeles, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually feared at this point, and that is legit. They go into every single game, no matter who's the opponent, and they expect to win. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
To the middle. No good from the Beast. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Ball with the bucket. Ball's at 24.
For an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Here's the Beast, defended by Paul, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Looking at it. Checks in for Adams. Robertson comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Danny Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's the Beast in for Dion Waiters. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's the teardrop. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
.133 left to play here in the third. Now, here's Robertson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McGee inside. Defended by Robertson. McGee's shot is off. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 19-7 run. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
And the Thunder making the switch here. Adams checked in. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. It's stolen by Adams. And they're moving it up. Up the floor. And slam dunk by Noel.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Robertson dishes to Schroeder. Looking to get it going. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Schroeder, he's got 14. For the 3, Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Rojo, and it's good for 2. The Beast's got 40 points.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why. More in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scores now, but right there.
Some changes here. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Paul. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Noel in at the 4-man position. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Bonga deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Paul. Muscala with the ball. He's against Kuzma. Fades back. Rebounded by the Beast. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The pass to Kuzma. It's tipped. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Paul. And the layup is good. Paul's got 31.
Attacking the paint, making an adjustment. Defense is right there, but that's a terrific effort by Paul.
Pass to Murray. And Paul over to help. Now here's Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 6 on the shot clock. He gets it in there. And here is Paul. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if the player finishes the season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Pocket 6. And Muscala kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Kuzma, and it's blocked. Paul against Kuzma. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams down low. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Murray's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Paul over to help. Rojo. Offline with his 3. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. A shot by Paul, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's blocked. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contract. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I was talking about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, a view to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what.
And they came out in the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in, and Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Lakers also making a switch. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Call's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Davis, dishes it to Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. In the NBA was the highest among all positions. What would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage for them.
Yeah, nice strong finish there, nearly a three-point opportunity.
Burton's checked in for Chris Paul.
Impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him.
Here's Diallo. Over to the wing. Here's Nader. Connects from three-point range.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
No good from the beast.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Diallo with it. Tipped away. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got 11 here in the fourth quarter. Bonga, the pass to Nader. Diallo with it. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answer?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to the question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue to grow.
From the wing. It's hauled in by Diallo. Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Loads it up for Davis.
This is what you get with AD, just an incredibly unique skill set, and just dominating right now pretty easily on the offensive end.
The Thunder shooting a meager 37% for the game. Up top, Diallo.